Fernande, first of all, remind us exactly what it was that Ntaganda has been found guilty of.
So Bosco Ntaganda, who is the deputy chief leader of the Patriotic Forces for the Liberation of the Congo, he was found guilty of all 18 charges of war crimes and crimes against humanity for things including murder, rape, use of child soldiers and sexual enslavement, actually sexual enslavement of those same child soldiers. Now, this is for crimes committed quite a while ago, in 2002 and 2003 in the Ituri region in the Congo. Now, the militia he led was mostly from the Hema group, and they targeted the Lendu population. And now what is very important in the verdict is that it was done in a systematic way. So they would single out a town or village, they would surround it, then indiscriminately shell it, then murder and or rape people and pillage and burn homes. Now, this is a groundbreaking case in several ways. The first is that it's the first time that someone has been held accountable and found guilty of sexual enslavement of their own troops. And the other is that it is the longest sentence that has ever been handed down by the court here, those 30 years. And of course, Ntaganda immediately appealed, and we're waiting for that verdict today.
Yeah, and talk us through exactly what it is that we are expecting today when it comes to this appeal that his lawyers are mounting in the ICC.
So in about an hour, it will kick off, and it's actually the verdict in two cases. He appealed both against the judgment that he was guilty and the duration of his sentence. Now, he says that 23 years would be better. He says 30 years is excessive, according to his lawyers, and they forgot to take into account the mitigating circumstances that he says should be taken into account, things like that. Since then, he has tried to integrate his militia into the Congolese army. He also turned himself in. He walked into the US embassy in Rwanda in 2013. But he's also appealing the judgment in itself. He says it's riddled with inaccuracies. He's contesting the role of one particular judge. He says, that some witnesses were found wanting. And he's also disputing that he knew that the people he recruited were under the age of 15. Now, if he does get put away today, he will not be the first Congolese militia leader to be done to. Thomas Lubanga was put away for 14 years in 2012, and Jermaine Katanga for 12 years in 2014. Now, the person he's hoping to follow is Jean-Pierre Bemba. He was actually liberated he was acquitted upon appeal in 2018. So, of course, Ntaganda hoping to go that way today. We'll have to wait a couple of hours to find out.
All right, Fernande van Tets reporting for us there live from The Hague. Thank you very much indeed for that update.